The Belly of Hell, Chapter 7. The next night, Jesus and I went into hell again. We entered first into a large open area, as far as I could see. Evil activities were going on. A great number of these activities were centered around us. Only 10 feet or so away from where we were standing, I noticed a peculiar activity. Peculiar mainly because many evil forms and demon spirits hurried in and out of that particular area. The scene was like something from a horror movie. As far as I could see, there were souls in torment, and the devil and his angels were going about their work. The semi-darkness was pierced with streams of agony and despair. Jesus said, "Child, Satan is both the deceiver on earth and the tormentor of souls in hell." Many of the demonic powers seen here also go up on the earth at times to hurt, afflict, and deceive. I am going to show you things that have never before been seen in this much detail. Some of the things you see will be happening now, while others are yet to happen in the future. Again, I looked ahead. The ground was a light brown in color, without life, without grass or anything green. Everything was dead or dying. Some places were cold and damp, while others were hot and dry. And always there was the putrid odor of burning and decaying flesh, mingled with the smells of awful, stale garbage and mold. Satan uses many traps and snares to deceive God's people, Jesus said. During our trips to hell, I will show you many of the cunning and insidious tricks of the devil. We had walked only a few yards when I saw a dark black object looming ominously ahead of us. It seemed to move up and down, to contract and to swell. And each time it moved, it gave off an awful stench. An odor even greater than the usual malodorous smells which filled the air of hell. I will try to explain what I saw as best as I can. As the large hanging black object continued to contract and expand and to breathe out offensive odors, I noticed something like horns, dark in color, coming out of it and going up into the earth. I realized that it was a large black heart and that there were many entrances into it. A dreadful foreboding came over me. Jesus knew my thoughts and said, "Fear not. This is not the heart of hell. Later, we will go through it. But now we must go into the cell block of hell." The cell block of hell was in a circle in the belly of hell. The cells are 17 miles high. I looked up and I saw there was a large brown ditch between the cells and the bottom or belly of hell. It looked to me like the ditch was about 6 feet deep, and I wondered how I was going to get across it. I had no sooner thought that than we were up on a ledge. At the first tier of cells, the ledge acted as a walkway around the cells and also as a vantage place from which one could look out over the center of hell. Jesus said, "These things are faithful and true. Death and hell will one day be cast into the lake of fire. Until then, this is hell's holding place. These cells will continue to be here, packed with sinful souls, tormented and suffering. I gave my life so that you would not have to come here. I know these horrors were real, but my Father's mercy is just as real. If you will let Him, He will forgive you. Call to Him in my name today. See me in chapter 8.